Hi guys, so we are going live. I'm gonna wait for some people to pop on. Obviously, I'm gonna wait for Nancy to pop on as we have a big announcement to make. And there she is, and I'm gonna wait to see if I can bring her on to camera. I can't bring her on yet. Okay. And I can't bring her on. Hi, Maria. So, I know you're here, but hopefully you're on. Hi, Luna. I need you on your cell phone, Nancy. Hopefully you're not on your computer. Your cell phone is how I can add you. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it now. Nope, not yet. What's up, Eric? I know it only works on phones, so we're going to wait to see what goes on with that. So we do have a very big announcement. If you can read it in the description below. For the last couple months, Nancy and I have been working on our first podcast, and it's called Entrepreneurs in the Trenches. And I know it's one of those things where we were really, really inspired to share people our entrepreneurial journey in obviously inspiring others to achieve things. And so Entrepreneurs in the Trenches, there's actually a link that we have provided below where you can, hi Michelle, hi Tara, hi Ed, Hiroshi, how are you? Hi Jenny, good to see all you guys on here. And it's one of those things where we wanted to provide you guys, okay, here we go, I'm approving, and she should pop up. And I love technology. Hi, Verna. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hi. So, hi, Dennis. Good morning, everybody. So, everyone, this is Nancy. I think I'm pointing at her, if that's... And hi, Julie. A shot in the arm every 2 weeks. That's right. So, Nancy, I'm going to let you kind of step in and talk about what we are doing, what we're about, and what people can expect from us every other week. So, Nancy, go ahead.
Awesome. All right. Well, first off, hello, everyone. I see we have a few people on right now. But we are so incredibly excited. It's been like almost like Christmas because we put a lot of work and effort, and we recorded our first podcast. And actually, we're already on to the second one, which they're working on right now. But the first one that we're releasing, just dropped my phone. The first one that we're actually releasing today is. Sorry, I just totally X'd out what I was looking at. So the first one we rolled out today is basically explaining a little bit about us, but the whole point of this podcast is to kind of show other entrepreneurs and other people, what being in the trenches is like. So we basically walk you through the process of, let's say you have a product or a service or an idea and you are not sure where to go. If you listen to our podcast, we walk you through kind of the phases of being an entrepreneur. And the other thing is we're real people, right? Like Scott and I always joke that, I wonder if people know how much we actually work. I know I was up until probably like 1 o'clock this morning, just working and knowledge cramming and learning as much as possible. But, that's my life and I absolutely love it. But there are days where, like today, I told Scott, I actually, I woke up and I was so exhausted just mentally. And entrepreneurs have those days where you got to like kind of reset yourself and you got to take a break. But we are doing this podcast to be so incredibly real with people, and what kind of like show a little insight to what we're up to. But the first episode that we want to share with you, and a little behind the scenes, I was incredibly sick. But again, we were so determined to get this podcast out there. So you might hear little sniffles. Our editor, Ethan, did a phenomenal job. So just wanted to do a shout out to, Rob Oshist, who's also going to be tagged on this. And then Ethan as well, just phenomenal job helping to produce and get this thing put together. But the first episode, sorry, I keep bouncing all over the place, but the first episode is really dedicated to the starting point of being an entrepreneur. And the main focus of it is commitment. So we basically share our personal stories of what commitment means to us, kind of a little bit of our background if many of you don't really know about it. And then what we'll do each and every podcast episode is we'll give you a couple nuggets. Nuggets is one of my like favorite words. But we're going to give you like nuggets of knowledge. So it's like a few things that you can take away and actually apply. I don't like homework, but it's going to be stuff that you actually dig into. So I think the first one, we share a motivational video and we share a book. It's stuff that you can take, if you want to get it, that's awesome. If not, you don't have to, but it's stuff that has really impacted us. And I can only say it helped me and, others that I know level up. So why not? But we've got a lot of great nuggets every single episode. And yeah, I'm incredibly excited to get it out there.
Yeah, me too. And, I just wanted to welcome some of the new people. So Dana, welcome, Jim, Kristen. And the other point of this is that why we created this, and I left the link to listen to our first episode. It's on SoundCloud right now. We're working on getting a website to house all of our podcasts. So if you guys could go listen to it, we would love your feedback because we want to make this as educational and as informative for you guys as possible. So please subscribe to it, leave your comments, like it, share it with your teams and whoever. And why we called it In the Trenches is because we're taking you on our journey. We have outlined the first 9 episodes, and they're going to be every other week released. So it's twice a month. You're going to have a new podcast episode. So we have the first 18 weeks already taken care of, and we're going to take you on that journey of entrepreneurship, where to start, what to move forward with. And when Nancy and I sat down and we started to brainstorm, what this was all about, and where do we begin with this? And it starts with commitment. So you're going to hear in the first episode the raw and realness of Nancy's journey to how she got to where she is right now, and you're going to hear the raw and realness of my story and how I got to where I am right now and where we are moving forward. And again, there's so many great podcasts out there, and those podcasts that her and I listened to influenced us to do this. But the main objective of this podcast, now until forever, because this is something we're going to always do, is you guys are going to be on the journey with us. There's a lot of great podcasts out there of very successful people. And I'm not saying that Nancy and I are not successful, but it's easy for a multi-millionaire to start a podcast and talk about all the things they did. So we wanted to come to you guys at an eye level, 2 people that are in it, that are going for it. I'll share this with you guys. There are days where Nancy and I are sitting next to each other. She's on her computer, I'm on mine, and we start at 9:00 in the morning, and we look up and it's 1:30 the next morning, and we're still going at it. And that's the point, is that we've been so obsessed with Gary Vaynerchuk these days, because you have to be so healthily obsessed with your vision, with grinding it out every day. So the way that we have structured the first 9 episodes is to take you on that journey with us of what has helped us and what's going to go moving forward. And the way that we set up the podcast is you're going to hear some macro and micro levels of what we're talking about. You're going to hear some what we call nuggets of knowledge, which are Nancy's take on some books and podcasts that have helped her relating to our topic, and then my nuggets of knowledge. And then we actually have some Q&A from our social media. So if there's questions that you guys have for us in relation to our episodes, ask them, and obviously we can cite you and quote you on one of our upcoming episodes as a contributor on our podcast. And in every episode, you will notice there are links and descriptions to everything that we mentioned. So if there's ever a book that we mentioned related to the topic that has helped us, we have a link provided for you, right to Amazon, where you can click and buy it, so you can obviously knowledge cram the way that we do, but also any YouTube video or podcast that we have listened to that has motivated us, you'll also have access to. So hi, Brandon. Hi, Rhonda. So Nancy, did you want to step in and say anything else?
No, I mean, I think you covered it really well. I just, in my opinion, our first episode, it was our first go at it. So this is what you guys are getting to see. But I love our second episode. It's so cool. And I'm just so excited to actually get it out there and hear what you guys think. And like Scott said, I mean, we want to hear from you guys. So if there's something specific you want us to talk about or touch on, the first episode is all about commitment, committing to your idea, like I talked about. And then the second is about creating a clear vision, and then just continues to kind of roll down the entrepreneurial hill from there. But now I'm just excited.
Awesome. So I just want to, again, welcome the people that are jumping on. Carla, Jolene, Josh. Again, we have officially launched our first podcast. It is called Entrepreneurs in the Trenches. The link to the first episode is in the description of this video. So please, when you go to SoundCloud, subscribe to the podcast, because that's where it's going to be uploaded for the time being. We are going to have a Facebook page for this, and we are also going to have a website to house our podcast. It's going to be every other week. And we want to hear from you guys. If there are topics about entrepreneurship that you want us to cover that we might not have even put into our queue yet, let us know. With any videos that you see us do on social media, even not related to our podcast, if there are topics that you want us to cover, direct message us, email us, send us a text message. We want to provide you guys the best content for where we all are. So this is going on the journey of entrepreneurship, being in the trenches, making things happen every day, grinding it out, hustling our butts off to really live the life that we all truly deserve. And Hiroshi, I completely agree. She is so beautiful. So Nancy, any last things to say about the podcast or anything before we step off?
No, I just, again, let us know what you think. And, we're still connected or not.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, somebody was trying to call me.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, hello. But anyway, no, again, super excited. Thank you everyone for your support so far. And, we're kind of doing like a soft rollout of this. And basically what that looks like is we're just uploading it on the Facebook platform for now until we get further direction from our wonderful producer, Robert. So, stay tuned. And like Scott said, we're releasing these every other week. But we are excited to hear more and hear what you guys think.
Awesome. And a final hi to Lisa, Alana, my cousin Rachel just hopped on. Hi, cuz. Jason, what's going on? So again, guys, please click the link below for the SoundCloud link to our first episode of Entrepreneurs in the Trenches. Please subscribe to it, review it. Leave your feedback, write any questions you have, any topics you want us to cover, let us know. But again, like Nancy said, we will be dropping our episodes on here until our Facebook page is up and our website is up. And Linda, hi Linda, how's she feeling?
She's feeling all right.
Okay, good. All right, guys, well, thank you so much. We love you all so much. Thank you for all the support, the love, everything. We are really, really excited about our podcast because it's raw, it's real. And it's going to be exactly what we feel people require to move themselves forward every day. These are two people that are in the trenches every day, grinding it out, hustling their butts off, making things happen. So with that, we love you all. We're excited for this. Click the link below, leave your review, subscribe, and we're going to drop the next episode in 2 weeks, and we'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.